Revelation 21, the new heaven and the new earth. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from God out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of God is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and God himself shall be with them, and be their God. And God shall wipe away all their tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. And he that sat upon the throne said, Behold, I make all things new. And he said unto me, Write, for these words are true and faithful. And he said unto me, It is done. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. I will give unto him that is athirst of the fountain of the water of life freely. He that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his God, and he shall be my son. But the fearful, unbelieving, the abominable, the murderers, the whoremongers, the sorcerers, the idolaters, all liars, shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. The New Jerusalem. And there came unto me one of the seven angels which had the seven vials full of the seven last plagues, and talked with me, saying, Come hither, I will show you the bride, the Lamb's wife. Revelation 21:10. And he carried me away, this is John, in the Spirit to a great and high mountain, and showed me that great city, that holy Jerusalem, descending out of heaven from God, having the glory of God, and her light was like unto the stone most precious, even like a jasper stone, clear as crystal, and had a wall great and high, and had 12 gates, and the gates had 12 angels, and the names written thereon, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. On the east 3 gates, on the north 3 gates, on the south 3 gates, and on the west 3 gates. And the wall of the city had 12 foundations, and in them the names of the 12 apostles of the Lamb, Jesus' apostles. And he that talked with me had a golden reed to measure the city, and the gates thereof, and the wall thereof. And the city lieth foursquare, and the length is as large as the breadth. And he measured the city with the reed, 12,000 furlongs. The length and the breadth and the height of it are equal. And he measured the wall thereof 144 cubits, according to the measure of man, that is, of the angel. And the building of the wall, it was of jasper, and the city was pure gold, like unto clear glass. And the foundations of the wall of the city were garnished with all manner of precious stones. The first foundation was jasper, the second sapphire, the third a chalcedony, the fourth an emerald, the fifth sardonyx, the sixth sardius, the seventh chrysolite, the eighth beryl, the ninth topaz, the 10th chrysoprase, the 11th jacinth, the 12th an amethyst. And the 12 gates, or 12 pearls, every single gate was of one pearl. Can you imagine how big a pearl that is? And the street of the city was pure gold, as it were transparent glass. Revelation 21:22. And I saw no temple therein, for the Lord God Almighty and the Lamb are the temple of it. And the city has no need for sun, neither of the moon to shine in it. For the glory of God did lighten it, and the Lamb is the light thereof. And the nations of them saved shall walk in the light of it, and the kings of the earth do bring their glory and honor it. And the gates of it shall not be shut by day, for there shall be no night there. And they shall bring glory and honor of the nations into it, and there shall in no wise enter into anything that defileth, neither whatsoever worketh an abomination, or maketh a lie, but they which are written in the Lamb's book of life. And then there's chapter 22, which is the last revelation. But I wanted to share with you Revelations 21, just because it speaks twice of the New Jerusalem, the holy city. And by no means am I trying to be a teacher of the Bible here, because God knows me. He knows my heart. He knows how far away I swayed away from the Bible, and He knows now, truly, humbly in my heart, I'm trying to work my way back, and I'm trying to just read this as much as I can. I'm trying to learn and understand as much as I can. I'm trying to not get persuaded by anything that any man should try to teach. But I just need you to understand, and when I read this and you listen to me, and I read from this book, which I just pray to God is the right book to be reading from, what I'm trying to get across, something that my grandfather told me years ago, and he repeated over and over and over again to myself, my family, the ones who would listen. Over there right now in that land, that's not the eternal Jerusalem. And that's just the most important thing I'm trying to help if any one person needs to try to understand. That is not the eternal Jerusalem. And he says right here in Revelations that no liars will be let in. Right there. And number 8. They shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone. All liars. They're not going to be here. In the New Jerusalem, the holy city, the New Jerusalem coming down from God out of heaven. He carried me away in the Spirit to a great high mountain and showed the great city, the holy Jerusalem, descending out of heaven from God. Boys and girls, that's not heaven. Not over there. Not where that's going on today. I understand that there may be some very sacred places over there. I get that. But you better remember what you're praying for.